my creatives, and welcome to another video. So today I'm here to share a completed flip through of my completed junk journal. Look at how pretty, and it's so thick and chunky. I even had to do some journal surgery midway through because it had a lot more signatures, but it was already getting so chunky that I couldn't properly work in it. So I took out some signatures, and even in the end it created such a lump, but I completed it. Every page is done in this junk journal, and I'm gonna flip you through this. So if you don't want to hear me talk but just see the pages, I also have a music only video, and I will leave a link to that down below in the description box, so you can check that out if that is more your cup of tea. But for this video I will talk you a bit through this journal and what I did. So I made this journal as a tutorial here on YouTube. I will also link that one down below. It is a real-time tutorial on how I made this journal from a cereal box, and you can see how I did everything over there and the supplies that I used to make this journal. So first of all, let's go in here. It is 2019 and 2020, and you will see a change in what I did in this journal, which is really fun, and that's also why I love to keep journals. You can see what your interests are moving forward through approximately a year. It's a little bit more than a year in here. I think a year and 3 months. No, even more, I think, but we will get there. So if you open it up, this is my first page, and here you have some photos of Link, me and Oots and Coda. I wrote down the family, and in here is a tab and it says my name, when I started the journal and when I finished it. So it's approximately a year's worth of stuff in here. And on the back I just have some photos of the time before I started this journal, but I wanted to give them a place, so I put them in here. Then let's move on. So this is a daily goodness calendar. This is something that I did to help for my mental health, to find something good every day. And something good every day doesn't have to be big, because here it says naps. I did a nap, and it was the best thing ever that day. Sometimes it was watching Got Talent auditions or my journal, but I try to find something good every day, and that is what I did with this daily goodness calendar. Then here is my YouTube schedule. So here are my posting days and which video I posted when. Then you will find here some closed envelopes and stuff. So this has some personal hidden journaling in here, which I'd rather not share on YouTube, or maybe I don't want to see it myself. So it is in here in this envelope. Then here is Long Week of 2019. So I have some photos over here, and I stuck sticky notes over these because there are people in there that I didn't ask if they wanted to be on my YouTube channel. And I also added some private journaling, which I closed with some washi in this pocket. Put it back. Then here is just a photo strip of me and Kelly. We've known each other since we were 18, and last summer she came here and we had such a wonderful time. So I just added those photos in here and made a collage. And here is another photo. And this paper is brown packaging paper, which I recycled because this is what you get in your orders when they are filling up the box with extra papers. So I just added that in my journal as an extra thing. Here I used the doily as a to-do list. And here I picked my favorite photo of that day to give it a proper scrapbooky kind of page. So here we have a live stream. So here are the projects I did for that live stream, and I just wrote about that. And I really want to do a live stream again. Hopefully I can do one after I'm done with school, because I'm really missing to do these kinds of things. Then on this side I drew myself. I wish I had this beautiful hair, but I drew my past self in a Polaroid, and then it has a quote here from a song from Marco Borsato, and the song is nothing about what I'm saying here, but this sentence is very free interpretable. So it says, zeg me wie je ziet wanneer je naar me kijkt, als je het met vroeger vergelijkt. So loosely translated is, tell me who you see when you look at me, when you compare it to the past. So that is what I did here. And I just gestured over a map page and used some watercolors. Then here I made another pocket with some private journaling in there. And then this is my Happy Mail tracker. So I track who sent me mail to my PO box, or if it is a pen pal, when I received it, when I sent it out, if it got delivered, and if I documented it in the pen pal journal. So I'm massively behind with entering all my mail because of school and accelerating through the year. So I hope to, when I'm finished with everything, to catch up, and also to catch up on all the pen pal journal stuff. But this is how I document and keep track of my pen pal or my mail. I also have this app, which was recommended by Vivian from the Paper Letter blog, on my phone. It's called Diaro, not sponsored. And I take a photo of every piece of mail that goes in and out of my house with a date and to who. So here I documented that we went with some people to a festival, and that's why I covered up these photos. I kept a little coin from the festival, which was for drinks, and this one was for getting a new glass. And I just documented that here with some real ephemera, which I really liked. Then here is a card with some personal information under there, so I will not show you that. And then this is just some random journaling. I was watching The Handmaid's Tale, and here is a photo of Kodapoos. And almost all the embellishments and papers that you see are from the Maggie Holmes Flourish collection. I bought that kit from AC Digitals, and that is also the main thing I used to create this journal. Then here I did a Craftelier haul, so I like to add real ephemera into my journal, so I kept the card they usually send with your orders, and I just made it into a tip-in, and I journaled a little bit here, and then I took the photo of my whole video as a photo here to represent a little bit of the things that I got from, I think I got them from Craftelier, AliExpress, and Action. Then in here, this is an envelope attached to a doily that was sewn into this book, and this envelope has some photos from before starting our health journey. So I'd rather not share those because, you know, I'm in my underwear. But I thought it was a good idea to document that, and also to stay motivated. If you see the progress, you keep motivated. So I also talked about that here, and here are some stickers I bought from AliExpress. Then here I have some stickers of the Crate Paper sticker book, and I stuck in some ticket stubs for The Lion King, the movie that we saw, and then it's just random journaling. Then here I documented for 2019 all of the Take 5 art challenges. So what I did for every month was the prompts, the sneak peek photo, and the eventual project I did. And I did that for all of the months. So it's really fun. I'm not doing that this year. Maybe I will do that next year again. But I really liked doing this in this journal. And I added an extra page in this journal with some washi tape. So this one flips open. And then you have more months in here with the Take 5 art challenge. So then I was supposed to journal about the Take 5, and I never did. And that is something typically me. So I'm just going to leave this in here because it's really funny to me that I have all good intentions and sometimes I just forget. I have ADHD, so my attention span is like from like goldfish. So it's funny to me that I never finished this because I really had a big problem with finishing projects 7 years ago, and now I'm able to finish projects very well. So it's fun to see that sometimes those things come up. So this is a business card of a store. And then we go into September 2019, and here is my daily goodness calendar. So I also like to include on my daily goodness calendar a quote for the month. So in this one, it says, in 2 weeks you'll feel it, in 4 weeks you'll see it, in 8 weeks you'll hear it, because we were so busy with our health journey. And I can say now that I lost 14 kilos, and Oets also lost a lot of weight. So yeah, that was good, but it helped me to get motivated. Here is just a photo of Coda and Link together on the couch. Here is a quote I really liked: be stronger than your strongest excuse. Then here is another YouTube schedule and some journaling. And here are some pages clipped together because they have some personal journaling on there. So that's also a very good idea to do for yourself if you want to hide your journaling. Just clip them together with a paper clip. So here is another quote: responsibility is accepting that you are the cause and the solution of the matter. Here also some private journaling tucked into this pocket that I created. And some pages stuck together. Then here are some photos and a quote that I made with some doodling. Then here's more journaling. You see a lot what I'm going through in my personal life. So I was learning that I am enough. So that is what I documented here. Another quote: accept what is, let go what was, believe in what will be. And it doesn't have to be hard to do those things because the pen and paper did almost all the work for me. Just added 2 stickers and wrote out this quote. Here I went to an art museum with school and we got this sticker as an entrance on our hand. So I of course kept that to stick that in my journal. More journaling, more ticket stubs, another photo. And this time I decorated the doily a little bit to fit with this page. Another YouTube schedule. And then another daily goodness calendar. Then here I really needed to take time for myself, so I just wrote a little bit about that and added a photo of me and Coda just chilling on the couch together. And I made this paper clip myself. So this paper clip is with just a bit of fabric tape, and I just stuck it through here. So now I have this pretty tab hanging out my journal. Then this was a really fun day. I was asked to make promotion material for my school for the creative educations, and with this girl we shot some photos to use on the flyers. So we had this big photo shoot, and one of my friends, Mark, helped us set up the theater to create a little photo studio, which was really cool. So this is just a really fun memory for me, and I kept it black and white because the pictures are also very black and white, and I really like that. Then here is just a little annotation of me gaming with Link, and Coda had his new toy for Animals Day in the Netherlands. Then here I'm working on my illustrations of a children's book. This was for art school, so I documented my progress in that. Link had to go to the vet because he wasn't feeling well, but he got better and everything was fine after that. But I also documented that, and I used some distress stains on the background to create some stripes. And then with this, this flips open, but I'm not going to show you what is under here because that's private journaling. So I have several things in here to share with you how you can keep your journaling private, but still do a flip through like this. In this time, I used a lot of the Maggie Holmes Flourish collection, the washi stickers from AliExpress, but I also started using Flow magazine as a part of my decorating process. So I love to go through magazines to use that. And that's what you're really going to see here. Like, this is an advert from a magazine, and I just covered up the wording with some book pages because I really liked the image and some ephemera from the collection. And then on the back I added a piece of paper on the advert itself, and it had these 2 beautiful images. So I just covered that up and did some journaling. Here I just did a simple collage with some stuff. Then in here I created a pocket on this page with progress photos of our health journey. And then here I just made this page because I really loved this image that was in Flow magazine and I wanted to keep it. So I just stuck it into my journal and wrote "Stay patient and trust your journey." And that's that. I just added a sticker here. It's not that difficult, but it really made me happy. Then here I journaled about Ut's birthday when we celebrated that, and just added some stickers and some photos. Then here, almost everything from this is from the Flow magazine, and this is from the collection, but here is where I started really getting into doing all kinds of different things. So this is from a magazine, and it says "Remember who you wanted to be," and I wrote about who I want to be and who I am. I also started to add some trim to my journals, which I really like. This is just a collage I did with some old book pages and yes, some random stuff I have in my stash. So here is another daily goodness calendar. And a YouTube schedule, another collage. I'm not messy, I'm creatively organized. That's my life, and that's how I feel all the time. And then more journaling. So here I used some misprints of the stickers that I used to sell, and I like to use washi tape that is sent to me by subscribers and pen pals in my journals because I like to keep those for myself, so it's a bit more special. And this is just a magazine page and a magazine image from Flow. My favorite magazine to use is Flow magazine. Then here I added some photos and this tag. The background is also an image from Flow magazine. And I created this photo into a pocket. And on the back of this tag is some private journaling. But I just created this tag with some collage papers and this washi sticker. And it just goes in here. And I documented that my craft room was one big mess because I was working on these illustrations and I like to work with everything around me. So I didn't want to clean that up, but I did really want to journal. So I journaled downstairs. So I brought my stuff downstairs. Then here is just another page with a quote for me. I see it clearly in my mind, but apparently sometimes when it comes out, it's missing half the words. That's me in a nutshell. Some photos of Link. There are also a lot of process videos for these pages. For some of these pages there are not, because I was keeping this journal for myself a long time because I needed to journal, but there are process videos. I know this one has a process video up on my channel, so I have a playlist with junk journal with me process videos. You can check that out if you want. Then here, I really love this pattern paper, so I just added this little quote card from Flow magazine and some embellishments. And in here is some private journaling. So I created this pocket from a book page and I put in some journaling and stuck it down with some washi tape. Then here I did a dedication page to my journal because I really need this time for myself to clear my mind and to help me get organized, especially emotionally or mentally or anything like that. So I did a little dedication page for that. And then under here, this is also a flip up page. Under here there is some private journaling again, which I'm of course not going to show you. But if you want to see these pages before the pen, I have almost documented all of my pages on my Instagram. So if you want to see that and the current journals I'm working in, just head over to my Instagram. My social media is always linked down below in the description box. So here more of the trim, more quotes, another pocket with some private journaling in here, some pages clipped together. So here I got my new Dr. Martens and I documented that, and this card was just an ad from Simon Says Stamp in one of the subscription boxes, but I really like the design on there. I mean, sweater kitties. So I just stuck it in here because I like it. It doesn't have to be anything very specific or very special. If you like it, just add it in your journal. It's your journal and you can do whatever. It's a reflection of your life. So here I received this bracelet from my friend and it was on this card, and I turned this card into a tip-in, and after a while the bracelet wasn't quite nice to wear anymore, so I went back and stapled it on here. So now the bracelet is always on this page with the card. So I turned it into a tip-in and I just added some memes people sent me. I think there's a process video for this on my YouTube channel. Then we went to museum with school, so I took some photographs and documented that. So this is my birthday. I documented who was there, what we did, and documented a photo of myself and of course of them, but I don't share these photos because people don't want to be, you know, all up in the YouTubes. I was watching The Crown here, and I found this quote which I really liked, and I created a little tag with a link, and then we had something delivered to eat together, so I just documented that. Then this is, I'm sorry, this is Christmas. So this is wrapping paper I used for the presents. We gifted Ut's his family, and in here, this is from my school. There was a little Christmas celebration, and this is also something from my school, was a ticket to go to something. And I made this with the Your Creative Studio box, which I really liked. And here, the, I don't know, I think Christmas Day, we went to my dad and my friend Kelly, and we ate together there. And my dad is a wonderful, wonderful cook. So I'm always very happy if I eat with him because he can cook. Oh, I love it. And she always gets the doggy bag. So that's really, really nice. It was great fun. Then another YouTube schedule and the daily goodness calendar. And here I fell off the bandwagon with doing the daily goodness calendar, but that's okay. I mean, it's your journal, it's your life, it's a reflection of like your life. So it doesn't have to be perfect and doesn't have to be finished. Here I documented Christmas. So I wrote on these stickies what we did on Christmas and added this gift tag that I used for the gifts for Ut's family. So here's Link, and we went out for dinner with some friends. I bought my scooter. Then this was a poem of, Sinterklaas, which is a Dutch thing, gifts on my school, and someone wrote me a poem, and I kept that in here. I really loved it. It made me chuckle. Then we have the last photo of 2019, which is just Coda chilling on the couch, and now we are going into 2020. So these first pages are, once again, pages I don't want to share. And here is where I changed up my journaling and memory keeping for 2020. Because I really love to do memory keeping, but I couldn't keep up with anything. And then I saw Heba of My Little Journal do documenting a photo a week. And I thought, she made it look so simple and so easy. I thought I can do that too. So that is when I started to do a photo a week in this journal and do my private thoughts in a journal just for myself, because I know I want to share these journals online, and it was holding me back to journal because I know I'm going to share them with you, and I don't always want to put in the effort to cover everything up. So I took that out and changed this way of journaling into one photo a week. So here you see the first 4 weeks, and it's very simple. These pages all have process videos. So I'm not going to really explain what I'm did here, because all of these pages have process videos for it. I'm just going to flip through these pages for you so you can see how it evolved into something else. So this one has a pocket with an article on there. Then I'm very thankful that I do it this way now, because this is very easy for me to keep up with, and I can still document my life. And it's fun for me to look back on this with Oets, and I'm going to do this again for 2021. Very much enjoyed this. So yeah, this was a gift from my internship, and I kept the cards with that, so they are in here. And then slowly it evolved in doing a bit more for it, but I wasn't stressing out about it. And I think that's the most important part, that you don't feel stressed out about doing it. So here is a letter that I kept in here, Craftelier. And this is still week 24. My receipt from Craftelier is in here. I bought new Dr. Martens. I wasn't doing so well, so I added some photos of the water. Then just more journaling, and this is one of the most recent pages I did, and now we are finished. So this last pocket has some, I just keep the birthday cards in here I got last year, and that's my journal. So that is my completed junk journal. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up. I would also love it if you would consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!